Hey, welcome, welcome to my reading of Lord of the Smut, the Lord of the Flies fan fiction. If you haven't read if you haven't read Lord of the Flies already, I don't recommend it. All right, here we go. Uh, uh, Jack's having one of his stupid parties again. Ralph tried to nonchalantly say, although it was obvious. The sexual tension between Ralph and Jack was about as hard as the stick in his hands. Oh, it's nothing to worry about. Piggy tried coaxing him, gently patting his leg. Right, Ralph turned. Nothing to get jealous over. But he was. He was so jealous of the delicious meat being shared at those parties. I know you want pig meat, so maybe you'll catch one someday, Piggy suggested as he cleaned his glasses to get a better look at Ralph. But Ralph wanted pig meat, not Piggy's meat. Oh, oh. I, I think I'm going to clear my. Wait. Wait. I think I'm going to clear. I think I'm going to clear my mind and take a quick swim. Ralph was leaving to free his doinker from its humid suffocation. Oh, I'll swallow, Peggy suggested as he started to remove his schoolboy pants, because he was not going to be a good schoolboy for long. No, but Peggy would secretly follow him anyways. What a fucking cunt. He would watch as Ralph's golden body dripped into a wet mess. How he didn't have any body fat left, but was not awkward teenager yet. Yes, ripe as his pickle. That's when they heard it. I like the way you do it right there. So shit. Ralph pulled out of the witness and put some clothes on. Not any clothes. No. His school clothes. He'll go with the virgin look. Him and Piggy followed the rap tunes to Jack's party, because they have technology in 19-something. Whenever those world wars were. It was all so enticing. It called to them. Everything about this party did. Did they have bitches? when I can't. When they when they reached the destination, they all saw the boys twerking those asses around. I like it when you do it right there. He indeed did like when Jack did it right there. Dead ass booty popping everywhere. So delicious. The other boys didn't realize. Oh wait. The other boys realized Ralph and Piggy had arrived. The music stopped. Half the boys got blue balls. All the boys stared between them and Jack. Damn! Such hot tension. As tense as their yogurt slingers. Ready to rain down everybody in yogurt. Sweet yogurt. No GMOs added. What are you doing here, Ralph? This is my party. I'm leader. Oh, are you? You're a big boy now. Bigger than that boner of yours. Yeah, well, I've got the conch. Wait. All the boys nodded. The conch. That magical conch. Whoever blew that was leader. And Ralph blows hard. But do you have 12 qualifications to be a great leader? Come at me. Let's fight it out. They were going to do it. The music started up. Back that ass up. The boys started twerking. One cheek, the other, both, clapping those asses. The crowd was roaring. Some Some of the boys were fighting with their asses, slapping each other across the cheeks with their own cheeks. Then Jack ended up making Ralph fall to the ground with him on top. No, get off! Make me. But on top! Let's show them who's gonna be this island's next top leader. They were wrestling for the top when Ralph said, No, stop! That's savage. And with a wink from Ralph, they stopped their fight. They stopped their fighting. Toads fighting with their dicks and stuff. They knew what they had to do. Either everyone should leave them alone or help participate. It's not going to surprise me if my mind's fucked by the end of this by the amount of saliva that I feel reaching it. Breathing heavy breaths. Yeah, it's at 5:50. Oh, the two. That was a lot of bass. The two hot, dirty, and exhausted boys stood up. The cause of their pleasure was not obvious, but what was obvious was their dicks. Giving a standing ovation for their fight. Ralph then did a bitch holler and his little bitch piggy came running like a waterfall from his wet, shouldy ding-a-ling. Here's why we play a game, Ralph started talking, and Jack was eyeing his bubble butt. Jack whispered, I'd like to play all over your game. Piggy adjusted his specs and coughed loudly. Ralph was his master and Jack could not compete for what a bitch. Everyone has to bring me an offering. Get out of here, fucking bitch, messaging me. Jack then cut Ralph off. Why don't they bring me an offering instead? I'm leader of this tribe. You and your wretched ass can't come to my part of the island and demand offerings. Ralph looked directly into Jack's round orbs, and by orbs I mean balls. He slowly brought the conch to his mouth. His lips wrapped around the conch's blowhole, urethra, and he seductively but forcefully said, But I blow like a leader. He raised his eyebrow. Then with some awkward tongue wrashing, he inserted his tongue into the deep rose of the shell. It was obvious from everyone's soul dripping down their pants that Ralph would be receiving the most offerings, with their bodies being the ultimate offering. The boys got right to it. Everyone went out to search for gifts for Ralph. Simon was searching for something exotic to give Ralph. Something new and fresh, like my pussy. Fresh like a produce section of a grocery store. Because if Ralph picked him, that's how fresh his love muscle would be. Fresh like a rapper's rhymes. Fuck bitches. Get money, boys. As Simon was thinking about bumping to his favorite rap music, he walked deeper and deeper into the jungle. When he was about balls deep in the jungle, he ate a mushroom and began to hallucinate. The creepers on the ground grabbed his foot, begging him to come down. Someone was running and bumping into everything, trying to get away from it all. Then he stopped for a breath. He heard a branch crack. "Who's there?" Simon whispered. He saw the gift for the beast, but the head wasn't there. Only the stick that had been used to have the head was there. The head! The offering for the beast was gone. "Put your head there instead," a voice was whispering into the wind that kissed Simon's ears, then licked them, then gave a quick wet willy before passing by. "Oh, Richie! Okay, I urged it. Wait, where was I? Oh wait, Simon then obeyed the voice and leaned his head to the stick. No. No, not that head. Simon looked all... Wait, wrong side, idiot. Wait, no, right side, idiot. Simon Simon looked away, licking his dry lips. Oh. Saint Boy then started to unzip his pants, unwrapping his lollipop. He placed the sweet dessert on the stick, an offering to the beast. At that moment, lightning and fire lit up the jungle. He was being summoned. He who will own the night, the beast. Simon felt something touch his ding-dong, but it wasn't anything like a finger. He looked down to see he summoned something. From the darkness of the jungle, another penis came out, and it was currently penis kissing Simon's. Wow. Simon was not only disturbed, but slightly turned on. Who are you? Simon called out to the owner of the Bologna pony. The voice answered back. I'm the semen demon, the beast of this island. Your virginal schlong is the longest schlong I've ever witnessed. It has summoned me. Show yourself. Slowly the darkness lifted. He saw that the donker kissing his own was not human. The more he could see, the more it looked green. It was outrageously thick as a fist, or an onion. When Simon looked up to meet the eyes of the owner, he looked and saw the beast. Skrek the semen demon. They began to passionately mack on each other. Their tongues were like a slip and slide, slippery and wet, and together they were really slippery and wetter. Their tongues were fighting. It was like a rap battle. There's way too much rap in this. I don't like it. It's all black. Or the final dance routine to Step Up 27. However, Shrek was the winner. His tongue glided across Simon's teeth, but then it was out of his mouth the next moment. Simon's survival instincts on the island started kicking in, and he knew exactly what to do. Simon lowered his head and knelt on the ground. He took Shrek's my mic fell out. He took Shrek's green semen demon into his mouth. It was really quite lucky that Simon could already fit a fist in his mouth. Oh shit. Because that was definitely how big Shrek was. He motherfucking blew that sucker so hard it could give that conch blower. Okay. Oh wait. that was a comma. So hard it would give that conch blower, Ralph, a run for his money. His tongue was racing down the shaft, racing like in the Olympics. Second place, pulling for first, pulling like he did with Shrek's balls. He played with those balls like motherfucking Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan would fucking cry at the beauty of this ball play. That was Shrek. That's what Shrek was doing, crying out. Want something, Simon, my boy? Onions! Shrek stopped him. The excellent ball play before the slam dunk. Ask for anything, Shrek winked. Please. Yes? Please, shove those trumpet-shaped ears up my ass. Shrek laid Simon on the ground, then pumped his fucking weird ear things into the boy's hole. As he was entering him, Simon felt something different. His eyes were tightly shut, but it felt like buzzing inside up his ass. Lord of the Flies was the real semen demon here, buzzing up that ass. Ass so big like the sun. Right as Simon was about to climax like a fucking action mystery movie, someone found him in the jungle. It was one of the twins who screamed, "Simon, stop masturbating and get back to work!" Meanwhile, at the beach, a kid came up and offered Ralph a mango, a juicy fruit. So sweet, but the offering wouldn't rind it sweet with a salty surprise. Ralph took the offering and squirted the juice all over his chest. He then rubbed the fruit peel over his left nipple. Ralph looked at the biggie boy. One lick. The little one flicked Ralph's lip nipple with his ocean-wet tongue. Now leave, my boy. God, Jack was having such a raging boner right now watching that scene. That fucking nipple play was so tight. Tight as the constricting anaconda snake of his dick. People kept bringing items for Ralph, and it wasn't until one of the younger ones came up with something new that things began to heat up like Hell's Kitchen. Well, what do you have to offer? From behind his back, the little one held up a fist. Well then, open up your fist and show me. Come on. Then he shook his head. My fist. This is it. Ralph raised his eyebrows in suspicion. The boy made a gesture, shoving his fist up a hole. In a moment, Ralph was bent over. And in that moment, I swear, was the soft-core anal fisting. How do you have soft-core anal fisting? That hand glided right up against Ralph's ass. His clenched butt cheeks were no match for the fisting. They used fruit juice and sand as and the Panama Canal. Okay. It only stopped when Jack pulled them apart. Ralph, Piggy and I haven't given you our offerings yet. Jack was obviously green with jealousy. As green as Shrek's stinky pickle green. Jack first offered Ralph a coconut. Ralph then opened the nut by smacking his own nuts on top of it. Perfectly split in half. Power nuts. It was a good offering that made him feel like a man. And a dawn. What an offering. Oh, and a dom. Next up, Piggy bought some vines. Ralph was as confused as sexuality. Then it hit him. Yes, left his mind with an idea as hard as he was going to slap Piggy with his DNA rifle. Piggy winked behind his glasses and Ralph took the vines to tie Piggy up. It was about to get real kinky up in here. Jack came over to help because these three were about to get some in this threesome. Once Piggy was tied up, they got to work. If there was a hole, it was being entered. No condoms were being used. Piggy wailed. Fucking oink cunt. Jack shouted above that noise. All the animals on the island couldn't compete against their noises. Ralph then took his dick out and slapped Piggy across the face with it. It was so hard of a slap that he smacked the glasses right off his face. Piggy started to whimper. Shit, dogs. You guys. He moaned in between. Phew, reminds me of my aunt. Piggy's aunt didn't have any real relation to what was going on. It's just all he ever fucking said. Every fucking thing reminded him of his aunt. I guess he was feeling a bit homesick, but damn, could he find a new home inside these boys? Piggy was about to erupt, all the tension building up in his power drill. Then it happened. He erupted. Literally. Blew up. Everywhere. Piggy chunks everywhere. What an orgasm. Goodbye, Piggy. Jack and Ralph said. Jack then turned to Ralph. How about some meat then? He lifted up Ralph's dick. I mean, you've got this beautiful beef thermometer here. 100% British beef, Ralph winked back. Their rivalry for being on top was still there. But since Jack had given Ralph an offering, Ralph was going to give back to Jack. He was going to jack him off. Okay, last page, thank fuck. Jack was savage, and Ralph knew this. Everyone formed a circle around them and began chanting the Show Me the Booty song. Jack grabbed Ralph's hair and shoved him down. Blow me like your conch. He did. And just like the conch, Jack made loud. I'm like choking on a piece of hair. Jack made loud noises come together. They had all come together, bonding like a conch between them, like a conch brought them together. Ralph turned Jack over and started banging him from behind. Looked back at me, started playing. Trina really got them going. Look back at me, Jack, Ralph moaned, then turned Jack on his back and pumped him like a gas station. Jack, my beef thermometer says the meat is almost ready. Ralph winked. Right as he was about to come, he pulled out and shot into Jack's chest. Jack began to bleed. Ralph's TNA rifle literally shot Jack. Common blood was everywhere. Jack was dying. Jack lastly whispered, "But I want to live here and have or prig babies together." Okay. Then he came and died. Ralph stood up and ordered everyone to start building a fire. He then stood by the ocean, and the revelation of his lifetime. He was, and forever will be, the Lord of the Smut. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, like. You better fucking like it, or I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Oh.